Hey. Hey! It's Saturday! And you know what it means. New video, new topic, let's go!
Hi, my name is Gwen and I'm currently a 3D animator in the gaming industry. I used to work in TV series for 3.5 to 4 years, and the info that I'm sharing is either based on my personal experiences or from other professional animators/artists who are currently working in games, TV series, and movies.
So, you found a new job, eh? And you started your first job during these hard times, eh? Damn son, you're a winning! And to start off the new chapter of your life, you begin work on day 1 by working from home. Great! It shouldn't be so hard, right? Plus you get to ease into work at your own comfort. That's pretty good, right? Everything will be fine.
4 to 6 weeks later.
This is fine. If you're an animator or somebody that's working from home, either you feel a sense of peace and an improvement in productivity, or you're struggling to keep your professionality in check. We heard of a few scenarios. For example, the one friend who is working in his or her room and the bed is just beside the workspace, so a nap turns into 2 hours. Or the one friend that is working with constant disruption from their family members that barge in without respecting their professionality. Or that one poor colleague that has a half-naked family member walking past their background in Google Meets. I feel you, bro. Sometimes it's not even about the surroundings. It's the lack of motivation to even start work on time and stay productive consistently through the day. Or the biggest factor/culprit, procrastination that sprouts from comfort. When our professional space slowly blends into our personal space, the line between the two gets hazy, and the next thing you know, you start to animate with pajamas and arriving late to meetings. Especially students. If you're a student who recently got into a first job and you start your career by working from home, hear me out! I know you're new to the job and it's daunting, and you might or might not know how to approach a new professional part of your life. It's fine. We're all off to a harder start, but it's possible to build your professionalism at work even when the first step starts from home. In this video, we'll be discussing the challenges of working from home and how to solve them and keep your morale healthy and pumped. Yeah. Challenges faced while working from home and how to approach it. 1. Network/Wi-Fi issues. Let's be honest, now that you work from home, especially if you're using a VPN network to connect to the workstations in your studio, the priority is your Wi-Fi. Frustration hits quick like a truck when you animate with a simple 1-second delay. Like your 25 FPS viewport is now working like the jarring network in the 90s. Noise, not. For the Gen Z viewers, here's a quick summary of what jarring is. Yeah, you're welcome for the education. So, if you face problems with network speed, trust me, fix it as soon as possible or upgrade to a faster plan. If this step takes too much of a toll on your finances, discuss with your company on the possibilities of sponsoring a plan under the company's name to ease your issue of performance. Remember, negotiation is always an option. Don't suffer alone. Voice out! No. Let's not get there. 2. Lack of professionalism. As mentioned before, when the line between work and home gets blurry, professionalism also gets juggled in that whole pile of grey matter. Especially if one does not have prior experience on how to behave professionally at work. Don't worry, it's not your fault. We all know how the world is at this moment. The important thing is how to shift from a student's mentality to a professional's mindset. Yes, you heard me. You're a professional at work now. As daunting as it may sound, there's also expectations on how to act at work. Here's a few to start with. 1. Punctuality. 2. Constant communication. 3. Ability to achieve deadlines and tasks. 4. Provide feedback on either yourself or on the department. 5. Work while work. You heard me. Stop your phone scrolling if you know you're off your schedule. Yeah, put that thing down. There's always another time for that. It's not easy to hit all of these points all at once, but build your way there. Slowly, Slowly, but a step at a time, and you'll see the benefits of developing these in the near future. 3. Difficulties in mingling with teammates. If you're the new fresh kid on the block, it might be daunting to get to know your teammates, let alone work closely with them. Other than online conversations, it's hard to find an instance or reason to actually get to know them. Unless effort is made. What's the use of mingling with teammates, you say? Well, it's good to know how a person functions so that you know how to approach them. About work-related matters especially. For example, you have Maximilian. Maximilian is an emotional colleague with a kind yet fragile heart. He helps you to make an extra cup of coffee and talks to you in a friendly, respectable way. You like him, but then you're tasked to tell him that his animation is giving a lot of problems in QC and he should do something about it. How do you approach him? And then you have Bob. The crude, straight to the point, logical, reliable, responsible, good old Bob. Now, how would you approach the same task that's assigned to you? If you get to know and observe your colleagues a bit more, you'll be more prone to deliver the message in a softer tone to Maximilian and use a more direct yet professional tone with Bob. So you get the message right. Know your colleagues and improve your chances of not stepping on unnecessary bombs. At times like these, if you're a person who would mingle better with people physically instead of virtually, that's the disadvantage right there. And it's up to the individual to either get used to this reality or tweak their ways of advancing at new people altogether. Another solution is to plan online activities outside of work. Co-op games like Overcooked, Phasmophobia, and even a simple game of Scribble works wonders in bringing the team together. Heck, it even gives a chance for people to remove that professional mask and just be themselves. 4. Demotivation from isolation. Loneliness. It sucks. It's hard to deal with and it's the worst. And this nasty feeling demotivates us to even lift a finger, or it throws us into a frenzy of seeking attention in the smallest nooks and crannies. I feel for my fellow friends who are not living with family and are closed up in a small room, working endlessly through nights of OTs and quick meal fixes. It demoralizes, it destroys, and it desensitizes a person. And if this sounds like you, then I see you, I feel you. I hope you're doing okay.
I know my voice might not sound like that, but I really do.
I know it's hard, but the only thing that brings you out of this, who can bring you out of this, is yourself. Reach out to people. Tell them your struggles. It feels better to be heard, and it gives a temporary distraction that allows you to take a break. At work, communicate with your team. Keep the engagement alive and talk to the team while you work and animate, even if you're working while you're in a call. The sound of other members talking as white noise does give a sense of togetherness. So reach out. Remember. Yep. Please and thank you. 5. Access exterior distractions. You know, when you're working at home and there's no senior or supervisor around, I'll bet you $10 that the first thing you click on is not the Maya logo, but your web browser. Or maybe your VPN and stuff. Well, it depends on the workflow for work from home and stuff, but you get the point. You get a nice cup of coffee, sit your bums down on the chair and start to surf the newest YouTube video or anything at that matter that is not work. Unless YouTube really helps with your productivity and you really know what you're doing. But if you're new to the job, I doubt this is the case. It is a clear distraction from work, and if it slows down your productivity, then we got a problem here, buddy.
Whoa!
Hey!
Other than self-inflicted distractions like your smartphones, games, excessive chatting with people, there's also factors like your family. I know there will be people out there that can relate to your mom barging in your room during a meeting just to tell you that they need some help in something, or a younger sibling whose singing is a bit too loud beside your work desk.
Wait, was that my crossing?
Well, how do you solve these? First, if you have issues focusing at work, may I suggest that you slap yourself every 20 minutes just to get out of that distraction, please? Hey. I'm joking. You can attempt the reward system or by setting a little goal. For example, You're gonna allow yourself to watch one video wholeheartedly once you're done with perhaps 100 frames of animation. That sounds pretty decent, innit? If you know you just can't take your hands off Animal Crossing for a second, put your Nintendo Switch at a location that's hard to reach, or TLDR, make it a pain in the ass to get the Switch to load the game. You see where I'm going with this? But what about family? I can't make them be hard and obtain. Yeah, you dummy. Of course not. We're using another method for that tricky matter. Tell your family members how important it is for you to be professional at work and why it matters to leave you unattended during working hours. But what about the family members that don't give a damn? Then assert. Show them that you take this seriously and wish for your requests to be respected. But what if a family member that really disregards your needs? Then, oh boy, my friend, I think you need to separate yourself from that, no matter what. If you're working at a common space, find somewhere that you can get even an ounce of privacy. If the noise is getting too much, wear headphones to enter your space of concentration. Oh my god, I can't hear. Create a system that you can use to show you are unavailable. This might mean hanging something on the door handle, for example, like you know those tags that you have at hotels, like do not disturb or please clean my room. I think it's about time for you to put that on your door handle. But if you swap that door handle into please clean my room, then I'm not gonna save you when your mom starts to slap you on your back with a broom. Asian joke. Find solutions. Get creative. Make use of what you have, even if it means animating in your toilet. No, I'm kidding. I hope it doesn't end up like that. If all of the above does not work and you're stuck, then hang in there, buddy. Just hold on for a bit until it's safe to return to the office. Stay strong and stay sane. How to keep it pumped. So let's talk about morale and other non-work related suggestions to help maintain your sanity and motivate through working from home. Separate professional workspaces with a relaxed location. Segregation of your workspace from the spot where you relax actually helps with the blurring lines of professionality and comfort. It helps to signal the brain on associating which environment equals the mindset to be in, and the clearer the difference in space, the better. Remote work companies usually suggest creating a space for work, though it's hard if you're living in a small apartment or a room. Make little physical cues to set workspace boundaries. For example, if you're in a tiny room with your PC beside your bed, take a cloth and cover your PC after work, which tells the brain, out of sight, out of mind. It's not the time to work, it's time to relax. Or if you have the habit of making coffee and bringing it to your table in the office, do that at home too. Make your coffee, set it beside your keyboard, and boom, get into that working headspace. Care packages. If you're feeling a bit down and demotivated, there's always factors that spark you up, right? Some might be a good meal, or some might be a self-indulgent shopping spree online. Regardless, we shall call it a care package. Little things you do for yourself or you do upon others does keep the days at home more interesting with more to look forward to. Self-care is important, and hey, even by sending care packages to your loved ones and seeing them happy is rewarding and uplifting, right? Virtual support groups.
Join these! Talk to people! It's great!
Reach out when you're feeling under the weather, and I'm sure there will be someone who will listen and relate to your problems. If you're an introvert that prefers to keep things to yourself and shove everything into your head, I hope you're doing fine and maybe try this solution when things get too hard.
It's not the end of the world to feel things.
So that's it for this video. As a takeaway note, remember that there's a lot of people in the world who are finding it hard to balance work and life at home. And if you're struggling, hopefully these few solutions can help you in your woes. Work from home is actually pretty enjoyable when you found your routine and balance. So work your way towards getting that sweet spot. Well, if this video gave a bit of insight and if you know somebody who has troubles working from home professionally, please share this video to them and please like, subscribe and hit the notification bell. I'll be posting videos on every Saturday about animation industry or work-related topics. So if you're happy, great! If you're sad, don't be sad. And I'll see you in the next one. See ya!